Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Let's Keep It Real. I just want to jump on here and do this live. I'm not going to take up too much time, but I am sitting back here watching all about Carmen on her latest video that came out about 4 hours ago. And she said, you made Diddy look like an angel, the raw and uncut version. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, everything that we discuss, we can't confirm nor deny, although I'm watching the video. I still have to say that, and everything is alleged. So Carmen is on here telling her story about Carmen Pritchett, the one that's married to Corey. They're big YouTubers all across the YouTube community, and I'm sure their presence is known on Facebook and Instagram. I watched their show a couple of times. I didn't, really get into it and watch it a lot, but I've been hearing a lot that's going on lately, and they had broken up and gotten back together, and now it looks like it's done. It's over with. And I'm just sitting here listening to Carmen speak. And I'm going to put the spiritual aspect in this video, or excuse me, in this live as well. But I'm sitting here listening to Carmen speak, and she was basically saying that she didn't love herself enough. She put up with a lot of things that as a woman she should not have put up with. And, it took for, I'm paraphrasing, all of this stuff to happen for her to realize that she never needed him to begin with, and that, she's really going to have to find this self-love in her. And this is one of the biggest things that I speak on when I speak on spirituality, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to love yourself, because if you do not love yourself, guess what's going to happen? You're going to subject yourself to things that you should not even be subjected to, all because you done gave all of the love for yourself up for somebody else that obviously has shown in the end that they were never deserving of your love to begin with. So again, ladies and gentlemen, that's why I always say, in this spiritual journey, when you get on this journey, the first thing you have to do, first and foremost, above anything else, is you got to learn to love yourself. You got to learn to accept yourself for who you are, all of your imperfections, anything that you want to change, then work on them. But the last thing you want to do is to go into a situationship, whatever the case may be, and you don't know your identity. You don't really know who you are as a person, because you haven't taken the time to love yourself. And as we can see with Carmen, she got caught up in something that turned out very ugly. She, behind the scenes, we had no idea what was going on. It looked like their life was perfect, looked like they had a beautiful life, beautiful family, beautiful children. And it looked like that they were happy, but behind closed doors, everything that glitters is not gold. And behind closed doors, it was not perfect. And now this young lady is coming out with her story, and I'm just like sitting here, just like, I don't want to say that I'm not surprised, but I'm just mind blown at the fact that she basically hid a lot of stuff because she wanted to keep that image good, because again, these are the father of her children, so she didn't want to make him look bad, so she endured a lot of stuff, all because, now don't get me wrong, in relationships I understand that people have issues, but that doesn't give him the right, because he doesn't know how to control himself, according to her. I'm going by what she's saying. I can't confirm nor deny because I haven't heard him speak, but according to her, it gives him no right to put his hands on her because he got mad. She had mentioned a point where he acted out against her because she called another dude, but she said that's as far as it went. It didn't go any further. But according to her, he cheated all the time, and he basically went overboard basically by what he did in response to her. So what's for what they call it, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. He can do it, but she can't do it. And when she did it, he wanted to react and put hands, lay hands, okay? So she's seeing now that her going back and getting back with this man, it didn't change nothing. It didn't change nothing. He's still the same individual. She even talked about a GUN being pulled out on her, and she described in detail what he did with it, and I had heard it. I didn't watch the video, but I heard that he had went into the hospital for whatever reason. I don't know what the reason is, but now I'm kind of assuming that it could be that the fact that she probably was getting ready to come out. I mean, y'all, it just makes you wonder. A lot of these beautiful things that we see on TV, on YouTube, these beautiful families, what's really going on behind these closed doors? Because this is crazy. This is crazy. I hope people don't jump on a bandwagon and get to talking about this girl and say she's a liar and she's making this up. I hope that is not the way the narrative is going to go, because we know that that's what happened. With Royalty, when she talked about how he was cheating on her, and he was constantly cheating on her, and she was made out to be a liar and everything under the sun, when in fact none of it was a lie. It was all the truth. Bandman Kevo just came out not too long ago and confirmed that he was out here having SCX unprotected with strange women. Not strange women, he didn't even know these women, he had just met them, putting her life at risk. So again, you know what I'm seeing, the narrative that I'm seeing, is that these women, that are with these men, they go through a whole lot, and with the example of Royalty, with the CJ and Royalty thing, she left everything. She didn't care about them clothes, them shoes, none of that, and none of his money. She left all of that for her peace of mind, and to be able to take care of her kids. Carmen, she said that it had gotten so bad that she preferred that her mother would keep the kids because she couldn't deal with the kids. Meaning, she would, like she said, she had yelled at them one time and she felt bad. This is why I always stress when I'm speaking on getting yourself together. You have got to get yourself together first and foremost before you can be good for anybody else. That girl said that she paraphrased, and she said she couldn't even be any good to her children, meaning because she was so stressed out with what was going on in the relationship. That's why I say you got to get yourself together first so you can be good for anybody else, your children, your family, whatever the case may be. You cannot allow somebody to stress you out. And again, it all goes back to this self-love on your journey. This is a journey that we're on in this lifetime, okay? And there are lessons and everything that we have to go through. But what I would encourage her to do is to focus on her and learn to love herself. She's got to start from scratch. And once she learns to love herself and accept herself, for who she is a loving and sweet person that, was in a relationship with her husband, and she thought she had the world. And, when you give a part of yourself up and you don't hold on to that part of you that is most dear, which is again yourself, that's what happened. Like she said, she lost herself in the marriage, in the relationship. And this is what happened. This individual, her husband, I don't understand why he acted out like that. I don't understand why he thought he was, it was okay for him to do the things that he did. But now she's seeing that for her to go out here on YouTube now and put this in a video, she knows that it's over with. Excuse me. She knows that it's over with. And now she's saying that she's got to get it together, meaning she's got to pull herself together and realize, which she already said, that she realized that she didn't need no man. She can do this on her own, and she can. But yeah, she's got a lot of healing to do. She's got to find who she is as an individual, recreate herself however she's planning on doing so, and know that, she deserves to have the very best. She doesn't deserve to have somebody putting hands and everything on her because of what? They can't control their emotions. Maybe he wasn't taught to control his emotions, but that's no excuse for what he's done. You see what I'm saying? When somebody acts like that, that's a sign of insecurity. You know what I'm saying? This individual is obviously insecure with himself for him to have done the things that he's done to her. As she said, he was always out there cheating. And I wonder if he's going to answer some of these things that she said, because I would love him to do a video and put his take on it. Like she said, she had black eyes and everything. Again, these could be trigger warnings for people, so just keep in mind trigger warning. But yeah, she sounds like she went through a lot while we were thinking they had this beautiful life. Like I said, guys, you just never know what's going on behind people's closed doors. You just never know. And she's got to love herself, and now she's realizing that it's time to put herself first, because she's got to get herself together so she can be able to take care of her kids the proper way. That's what I always say when I say you got to get yourself together before you can be good for anybody else. And she's seeing that now. She's realizing that now. Yes, she done went through hell and high water, before she would be able to see and understand this, but she's gotten out now and put this video out so we know it's over. And now she can move on and she can heal properly. and give her children the life that they deserve, which is not around turmoil, uncertainty, So I just want to get on here and talk about that because again, I was like, this is one of these a teachable moment as far as explaining the importance of self-love. If people don't get nothing else out of what I said in this last little close to 15 minutes, self-love is very important because when you love yourself, you don't tolerate no BS from nobody else. Just like Royalty knew when she left from all of that cheating, that I can go back out there and get everything that we had together. I can get it on my own. That's what self-love tells you. That's what the confidence comes in and tells you. When you don't have self-love, all of that confidence, all of that supporting you or that believing in you, all of that diminishes because you've lost, like she said, she lost herself. So I didn't want to get on here and hold you all too long. I just wanted to get on there because I was like, this is a teachable moment and stress again the importance of self-love. Don't ever let nobody tell you that you less than what you know and believe that you are deep down inside. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise, because if they do tell you otherwise, then they're not the person for you, point blank, period. Simple, simply put. But like I said, I just wish her the best and hope she gets it together and don't. She can't go back to that. She can't go back to that. And ain't a amount of counseling gonna help that. And a man in the moon. I always tell everybody. My background is in my bachelor's is in sociology, studying people and the environment and how the environment affects people. And then my master's is in counseling. So she can't go back to that. It's not gonna change. It's time for her to move on and keep it moving and just get into herself, be into herself and her children, be into herself and her children and her family for quite some time. And maybe she'll meet somebody later on down the line. But right now she's got to heal and simply put and get some counseling and help her heal. Because again, counseling is designed to help you pull out what you already know about yourself, what you already know that you need to do. Counselors just help you to arrive at that. But with that being said, thank you all for listening. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Let's Keep It Real. And I will be back soon with another live or another video.